So guys, in this video we are going to talk about this dumping the password hashes from the victim computer, and I have this simple reverse shell TCP using this netcat. I have already uploaded this shell.exe and I have run this. So I got this normal shell, and we know how to dump hashes using this metasploit. We just type the hash dump and you will get the hashes, but we will be seeing manually from the tools called fg dump. So first we will see the wc332 .exe. This will dump the Windows credentials, and there is also a 64-bit version of this WCE. Uh, so you can execute either one of these. You can just gather the info of this victim machine. We know that 32-bit. If you don't know the architecture, you can just execute this 32-bit. It will work fine. So now let me copy this. So now I have copied into my desktop. So you can see, if you go to this USR share Windows resources, and you will get much more binaries regarding Windows exploitation. You can see the binaries and the Hyperion. This is the evasion tool, and the mimic edge. This will also the dump password hashes, and the power sprite and SBD and WCE. So we have copied this WC32 from this folder. If you go and take a look at this binaries, and you will have much more binaries here. You can have enumpress, fgdump, and plink, nc, netcat. Whenever you have this access, you can also send the netcat binary and run the transfer files. You can also you also have the wget.exe here, so it's worth worth taking a look at this Windows resources folder. So now we are going to copy this fgdump.exe. So let me go into this fgdump, say ls. Now we have fgdump.exe, and another one we are going to take a look at this pwe dump. So let me copy these two directories into my desktop. So all right, now in this video we are going to see uh, uh, functionality of these three executables. So we have this desktop shell. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to do the ftp trick to transfer our files into this Windows XP machine. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's say echo. So let me make sure that my service is running, that is VS FTPD server. Alright, now let's say echo user, and let me type the password. Now let me change it to the binary mode. And then we are going to use the get command to get the executable. The executable name is wce32.exe. First let me get this one. Sorry. and then we will say buy. So now we are good to run the FTP from the script ftp1.txt. Alright, if I say dir, and you can see there is wc32.exe. Alright, now let's go ahead and run this wc32.exe. By default it will dump all the password hashes. Alright, maybe okay, I did not copy correctly, so let me just delete this one. So for just demonstration I am going to show you this. Okay, let me copy all these three into my Windows 10, then I will transfer to Windows XP, then it might be somewhat comfort. So let me copy it here. So I have also set the password for this Nikki user. So now let me copy all these executables and then just paste it in here. So let me open this command prompt. So let me move on to desktop. So let me make this font bigger so it will be clearly visible. Alright, now I am on the desktop. Now I can say wce32.exe. Now as you can see we got the password hashes for the Nikki user and also for the work group. So this is the first one is the LM hash and this is the NT hash. So Windows up to XP and 2003 they are using the LM manager, that is called LAN manager, used to store this password hash, and then Windows 7 onwards they use the NTLM NT LAN manager to store these password hashes. Now if I say wce32.exe -h, you will get the some options, and what you can do is you can list the sessions and NTLM credentials. That is the default one we have executed now, and with this W option you can try to dump the plain text passwords that are stored in the memory. So if for this option any one user should be logged on to the machine. So as you can see we got the Nikki user and the password is Nikki. So we have got the create text password, but we only got the password for the logged on user. So you will only get the password for the logged on user, and in the similar way the mimic edge also works in the same way. So now let's type this fgdump.exe, and if you hit enter you will see there are three files over here. Click on this one. This is the hex dump, that is a cache dump, and second one is pw dump. So we can use this pw dump to crack these hashes with some other tools like John the Ripper, Hashcat, etc. And this is the fgdump log. So let me review the contents of this 127.0.0.1 and the pw dump. So as you can see we have got the hashes of all the users. So you can see administrator, this is the group ID or work group ID, You can see this is the hash of this administrator, and here the guest has no password, and help assistant and the lol. So I have created these two users. Before lol and Nikki, they have no passwords, they can directly log in. And Nikki, I have just created the password before recording this video, and this is the hash of this Nikki user. So this pw dump will also do the same. So okay, we need to specify the target. So to specify our own target, we need to type localhost, and you will get the same output. So with pw dump, you can also dump the password hashes of the remote user with the username and the password if you specify. So you need to specify the IP address and the U for user, password P for the password, and then it will try to grab the password hashes of the remote victim machine. So these are this is all about these three tools overview. And with the pw dump, you can extract the password hashes of the remote computer if you have the general basic login. Of course, these three are post exploitation modules. And fg dump, you will get the two types of dump, and with this dump you can just get the hashes, and wce32 will get you the hashes, and also it will get the clear text plain text password for the logged on users. So at least one user should be logged on for this wce32. So these are the different tools you can use to dump the passwords apart from the Metasploit. Within the Metasploit, you can just easily hash dump. You can run the command hash dump, and you can also upload using the upload command. So it's somewhat easy than the normal one.